Hello and welcome to the Tuesday edition of the Bethlehem Buzz. It's June 30th. I'm in the office of Lynette Braun, who has served as our administrative assistant for the past 11 years. And today is the last day of her employment here at Bethlehem. So I want to take the opportunity to just say a word of thank you for Lynette and her ministry here. When my wife and I moved to Manita 13 years ago this week, Levon Van Allsburg had been the church secretary for many years, particularly under the tenure of Riley Smith, who was the pastor here for 15 years. And Riley moved to Lynchburg, and so Levon followed him. And then following Levon was Rojane Chandler Bond, and Rojane was the church secretary for several years, and she and her husband Mike became a part of this church family and active members. And health reasons caused Rojane to need to retire. And we needed to hire a new church administrative assistant. And one of our first and few applicants was Lynette Braun, who she and her husband Ray had moved here from Pennsylvania. And she was looking for a position, and she was interested in ours. She had been the administrative assistant at State Farm office in Pennsylvania for over 25 years and had retired from that. And we were blessed to be able to hire Lynette as our administrative assistant. And bringing her experience in offices and management and organizational skills and people skills, I was looking for two particular qualities, because church secretaries and church administrative assistants need specific skills. I don't know if you'd call this a skill, but what I was looking for and what Lynette possessed was, first of all, a love for God and a love for others. And isn't that what Jesus said is most important? To love God and love others. It's particularly important for a church administrative assistant to do both of those, because this is a ministry, and Lynette approached it that way. People often would come into the office and just need a listening ear. There's a chair right over there. People come and sit and just talk. And Lynette was a good listener and welcomed that. Sometimes there'd be 3 or 4 people in this room and Lynette, I know it was an interruption to her work, but she understood that interruptions also is ministry. Think of the life of Jesus, where many of the healings that happened were interruptions. On his way to Jerusalem, and the man who was blind interrupted Jesus by calling his name, and Jesus healed him. Jesus was on the way to heal someone's daughter when a woman touched his garment and was healed, interrupting him. So Lynette approached her ministry, with grace and compassion. Many of the calls that would come to the church were people needing assistance, particularly financial assistance or other support. Lynette was the person that talked to them, and quite often she would just simply listen. And church members, when they maybe were trying to reach me and I was out of the office, she would be the minister to them. So I'm very grateful for Lynette and for her years here. And it's tough to say goodbye, but I'm not really saying goodbye, because she's a part of our church family. Not a member in the sense of attending worship here, but she certainly has made friends, and we consider her one of ours. And so we'll keep that connection, and as brothers and sisters in Christ, that connection never really ends. So Lynette, thank you so much and for being my friend, and I've never really thought of myself as your boss, but really just a fellow minister. So thank you for your ministry here, and congratulations on your retirement. I know you've got some good plans, and I will be praying for you. So I'll see you soon. Peace, everyone.